everybody, it's Bayyinah and Duwaka, author of Give Me Some Relationship Advice. I wanted to do a special bonus video on Barack and Michelle Obama's love legacy. Michelle and Barack Obama's love legacy has been an amazing journey for us all. When they first came into the office, they received a lot of heat. They received so much. And I think America, the whole world actually, all have not been exposed to a strong, powerful black man who love a black woman. A black woman that's a black woman who has a deep melanin hue. She's very dark. And if you look throughout history, a lot of black men always felt the need to be with a very, very light-skinned woman or a white woman. They may not have even been in love with the woman, but they did it as a way to feel it was going to expand or extend or evolve their career or make their career great or take their career to higher heights. They did it to feel like maybe if I have a white woman or light-skinned, very light-skinned woman, that I'll be accepted to the party. I'll be accepted, you know. They'll see me as, okay, I'm not a threat. You know, I'm not like the other people. I'm not like the other blacks. So the world really have not seen a black man be in love, be in awe with a black woman. And we just weren't used to that. Black people were like, oh, that is so great. A black man, a black family in the White House. And, you know, it's just great, you know. But maybe he's just with her, you know, happy about the historic symbolism. But I don't think we really got the cusp of what it was. And then you have our white brothers and sisters who just they weren't having it. The audacity of him, you know, and even Obama wrote a book called The Audacity of Hope. Yes, he had the audacity to bring a full-fledged black woman into the White House, you know, and love her. You know, some white people took it personal. I've heard when he was running and he became president in the beginning, I've heard some white women say, oh, he don't like us. So he genuinely loved his wife, and he had the audacity to not hide it. He had the audacity to man, he just loved his wife. Okay. So over time, we all witness body languages, you know, where there's nonverbal and verbal communication. So they showed some very amazing body language to each other. It showed us that they really love each other. They both experienced excruciating name calling, total disrespect, even just they were made caricatures out of animals and just called all kinds of things in the most just rude and just mean. And he was the first president to have this much death threats to him and his wife. When he did his speech the other day on Tuesday, his final farewell speech, I mean, you saw it when he looked at his wife like, you helped me be who I am. Like, he's very proud of her. And that's another thing. A lot of people are like, oh, my husband or the guy that I'm with don't respect me. He don't call me by my maiden name. Like, that's because when she went through pressure or trauma or trouble, something within her came out to show her that she was an amazing woman. No, she didn't go off and cuss nobody out. No, she didn't go off and say, F all of y'all, who told that about me? I'm tired of this. She didn't go on Twitter, or she didn't write no open letters to anybody. She still stayed herself, and she lived her life. She went on the late shows. She was going to different schools in the neighborhood, dancing, rapping. She was who she was. She still was a humble woman. She still was beautiful. She carried herself with respect and regard, because she knew she came from a wonderful legacy. She just carried herself wonderful. So when a man see a woman handle herself that way, she inspires him. She inspires him to love her more and be in awe in who she is. Okay? She didn't break down and buckle and cry. I'm sure she did, you know, to her family and friends, but she didn't break down, and when we saw her after all those things happened, she didn't just go off and just start, you know, acting with an attitude or being rude to camera people. She was still who she was. And that's why Obama loved his wife. And she loved her husband so much. And when you look at the interview, I watched the interview. I don't know if you guys watched the interview. If you have time, definitely watch it. They said in the beginning of their marriage, they used to bump heads a lot. They both were educated people from highly regarded and highly respected Ivy League institution of higher learning. And they used to bump heads a lot. She said, you know, people say, how do you get there? She said, you got to go through some stuff in order to get to this place. And a lot of times when I talk to a lot of older couples who've been married for like 30, 40, 50, 60 years, I ask them what it is. How was it in the beginning? And almost all of them say, in the beginning, it was a little hard in the beginning. They don't go into details, you know, older generations don't spill their secrets like we do. But they said it was a little tough in the beginning, but we was able to get through those patches. We had some rough patches in the beginning, but we got through it. So this is to inspire people. It's not dead. Whatever you're going through, if you have an amazing man, if you have an amazing woman, stick with that person, love that person, inspire that person. Push them to be the best that they can be. If there's something that they need to change, encourage them to change it. Encourage them to understand whatever they went through, that doesn't define them. It empowers them to be better, but it doesn't define them. So I encourage you all not to give up on love. It's still alive. Love is still well. And just make the necessary changes and go down the necessary paths and be smart about choosing your mate for love. But know that it's not dead. Know that it's there, and know that it's alive. Thanks for listening. I'm Bayyinah Monk in Dawaka, author of Give Me Some Relationship Advice, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.